Yeah, like you shouldn't put horses in your car, or
because
go and you
one wrong move, they might kick you. And
Yeah,
it might
yeah.
be your last.
Exactly. You're going so fast, you hope you don't crash, so don't go fast.
Yeah.
And then they also say, I just want to do the dash. I don't really know what that means.
It's probably drug terms.
Yeah.
I wish I was more
or like
gangster,
the Derby, like the Kentucky Derby dash. I don't know.
dude.
Horses.
Horses.
kinda
Let's just
inhumane.
start. Let's just use that. We'll just start right off the bat. They get a behind the scenes sneak peek.
Yeah, this is what we talk about.
Yeah.
It's
So
a song called Horses.
anyway, with Kodak, who's it by?
PNB Rock.
PNB Rock. All right. Anyways, welcome back to Peak to Middle School, everybody. My name is Narwhal.
And my name is Kyle.
It is. That's your birth name. It's on your birth certificate.
It is my name. Actually,
Is-
I don't know. I don't know.
Wait, why would it not be on your birth
Well,
certificate?
no, I don't know.
You've just never seen your birth certificate?
I'm sure I have. I just don't have like.
Is it
any
weird that
memory
I've
of
never
it.
seen mine? Like, I could be a
I don't know when
genetically engineered person. I could
Like
be
Kyle
part of a
XY?
big government scheme.
Do you have a belly button?
Yeah, but it looks funny. You see my belly button, right?
Well, I haven't like memorized it.
Look at mine's different than a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know how there was innie versus outies?
It's like you have a hole in your stomach.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I got like a
Point, like a little dot, like a nipple inside
I used
my
to have
belly
like an
button.
innie outie, but now
Wait,
it's,
what's the difference again?
what do you mean?
Like an innie versus an outie?
Innie is in and
But
outies
nobody's go out. Nobody's belly buttons go out.
there's not a lot of outies out there, but they're pretty gross.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. There's people. I thought it was like a figure of speech.
You just spit on my hand.
I'm sorry.
No, I
But-
think it is because like when I was younger, mine, like the bottom part of it was in and the top was just like kind of like, not like it was out, but it was just like you could see it. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, you're telling me that there's people whose belly buttons
Google it.
literally are inverted or outverted? Like
It's
there's
not like it's like a
bulge.
I don't think it's like that. There might be some
Dude,
people.
do you remember the guy in elementary school, the parent that would help out in our classes, and through his shirt, you would see a fist-sized bulge at his belly button area? Do you remember that?
What?
Dude, okay.
Well, are you talking about like was he like overweight?
Yeah.
Well, are you sure that like overweight people you can like see their belly button like cave in, you know, like on their shirts?
No, dude, it went
It was
out.
the opposite?
It went out, bro. It was like, it looked like he like was like pregnant, but just with the size of like a tennis ball. But
I don't know what that.
It was-
I don't know how to explain
dude.
that. There's probably gonna be some really gross things that pop up.
wait.
Let me see.
Wait. People have that? People have a
Yeah,
belly button
that's
that
like
goes
what
out
that's
like
what
that?
that's what baby belly buttons look like. It looks like a
What?
tortellini.
I've never.
That looks weird.
Dude, that looks like a vagina.
No, it doesn't. What are you talking
Dude,
about?
that
looks like the inside of an ear.
Nipple that got like ran over by a semi truck. Wait, so people have like this where it actually goes out like that? I don't know if I've
Yeah,
seen
that looks kind of fake. I don't know. Mine. Click on that. Click on that one. No,
Which one?
That one. Yeah. Mine sort of looked like that one a little bit, but then like as I grew older, it started looking like that. Mine looks normal now.
Your belly button's changed over time.
Like
oh, yours looks pretty normal.
Can you see the lump though? Like it's a lump.
Yeah.
How far can you stick your finger in there?
I mean, just a normal
Like
amount.
can you get like a whole section in?
like almost to the knuckle, not all the way to the first knuckle.
Yeah, I can't. Mine stops. I get like my fingernail in there maybe. This is weird for the viewers showing each other's belly buttons.
This is what it's all about. We're learning about ourselves here.
Yeah, we'll show different parts where no, we won't.
We could, yeah. I mean, probably not.
Next week our dicks are coming out. That's what I'm saying.
But anyways, that was one way to start the episode.
That's fun.
How much would you charge to sell your body for prostitution? To be a male prostitute, what would be your rates?
Well, what is my gender that I'm being sold to?
Let's start off with male to male.
Oh God.
So you're straight. What would be the price? Because everything's for sale.
Everyone has a price. I'll say everyone has a price.
You know what they say about real estate? Even if a house isn't for sale, it's still for sale with the right
Yeah,
price.
exactly.
So like,
give me some details
dude,
here.
there's a guy. He's a high profile guy who's gay, and he really is into you.
Okay, but like, what does he want to do to me? What does he want me to do to him? Like, how far are we going?
It's like
Am I getting penetrated?
Someone's getting penetrated, and I don't know if it's you. Is it a different price if you're the one being penetrated versus you penetrating something?
I don't think I can penetrate him because I don't think I can get hard.
All right, but
Ugh, that's
just
gross.
we don't, with the specifics aside,
Okay.
what is your going rate gonna be?
But there's probably a different rate for everything. Like,
Okay, that's what I. That's
it's probably if I have to suck a dick, there's probably a different rate from just getting it up the ass. Unfortunately.
Well, let's say what's your biggest package deal? What's like a really rich person? You're like, you want to do this to me? This is what you're gonna pay. A million? Is it over $1 million?
Oh no, I would do it for $1 million. Oh yeah, no doubt.
Okay,
for sure. A few times for $1 million. No, I wouldn't.
But I mean, is it over under 500,000?
I'd say it's around that range.
Okay.
Like it's gotta
life
really
changing money.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
gotta
like-
really change my life.
Yeah.
Like if it's like 100,000 is like.
Like you can make that in a couple.
I hope
years.
that I can maybe make that at some point in my life in a year. So
it's not worth the trauma that it would put you.
that would yeah.
But there is a price where no matter what, the trauma would be worth it.
Yeah, I think maybe around 400,000 maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
No, I mean I'm in the same boat.
I don't know.
because-
Once the money's in front of me though, it's like that's a different story.
Yeah, if they showed you like
wow.
300,000 cash,
I'd have a hard time saying no.
Dude, I know, right? Like, and
I hate myself.
people would probably give us a bunch of shit or whatever. But like, the reality is, I think I'd get to a point where I wouldn't have nightmares about it, and like, there definitely would be like a 6-month period where I wouldn't sleep very well at night. You know,
I'd be
Like,
in pain too.
well, yeah, pain for sure. But I'd like mentally, I think it would fuck with me.
Yeah.
But like,
I hope I never have to go down that road.
I mean, yeah, but
But if someone wants to offer me that much money and can actually do it,
like the door's open.
I'm not gonna say no.
All right, starting off.
I'm saying everyone's got a price.
Yeah, so
What's your price? Like the same?
it's about the same, honestly. Like,
We got a similar price.
because I feel like if you get $500,000, like you can change the course of your life, and you have more freedom in your life in general with that kind of money.
Yeah.
Whereas 100,000, I don't think it necessarily would change your life drastically. You know, so that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I think we're on the same page.
All right. So we went to a Mariner game.
Yes, we did.
Mariners are pretty hot right now.
They're
They
hot.
usually suck.
I'm trying to ride this
Pretty
wave
hot.
as long as we can before it just.
Yeah. So
You know.
they're 6-1 now.
Yep.
First game of the year. Baseball games, honestly, I feel like I hadn't been to one in a while, so I kind of forgot how fun they are.
I mean,
I'm not a huge fan of baseball, but going to a game,
yeah,
it's pretty fun.
it's my favorite thing.
Yeah,
that's just like if I had to do something with just one day in my life, I'd probably just go to a baseball game.
really, if you had 24 hours to live, you'd pick a baseball game?
Maybe not.
A World Series game?
Oh, that is like if the Game 7 Mariners World Series at T-Mobile Park, it's not Safeco anymore. Yeah, probably that.
You think that actually is kind of like
That's like one of my biggest bucket list things.
bucket-
Yeah,
wow.
seeing the Mariners win a World Series, I would cry. I would cry.
You think you'd actually
I'd also cry because apparently I'm gonna die.
would
the
it be
next day.
like the type of cry like you shed a tear, or do you think you'd be like, oh my god, I've been waiting for this my whole life?
Probably that. No, I don't know because I've never even seen a playoff game, so it's
Yeah,
like,
so it's hard to judge what your emotion level.
yeah, I
would
don't
be.
even know. I've had some big heartbreak with the Mariners.
Yeah,
but yeah,
And the game was just like, it would have been fun regardless because we were just chilling. There weren't that many people there, which I almost liked more. Because like when it
Yeah.
was less, I mean, I'm sure the environment would have been way more hype. But
yeah,
like
the energy is different.
it was nice not having to worry about like a bunch of people all
Yeah.
around you. You just got to chill. But what made it so much better is there were these guys behind us that were probably like in their mid to late 20s
Yeah.
that were like just so drunk, just
They're just
screaming the
heckling.
whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were sitting right behind the right field. We were sitting right at the right field bleachers, and we were not far from the right fielder, so they were just yelling at this guy the whole time.
yeah.
I even wrote down some quotes.
Yeah,
of
let's see what they said.
Um,
My favorite one was the right fielder was number 56. They're like, who the hell wears 56? And then it's quiet for like 5 seconds. He goes, what does he say?
what are you, a linebacker?
Yeah. Are you a linebacker? Then it said, we'd rather have Tim Tebow.
Oh, and then one of the guys, at one point, he was so fucked up. That was like the main guy that was yelling. At one point, he had a hot dog, and he like dropped it on the ground. And then it was just like, everyone was like, oh, you dropped your hot dog. And he was just like
Yeah.
sitting there like, oh. And it was there. It was down on the ground for like 10 Mississippi.
Yeah,
And then
quite
he
a while.
Picked it up and ate it.
Yeah, he just didn't care. And it got to a point where like, they were kind of funny or they were really funny for the first
Yeah, we were
4
like cracking
innings.
up.
And then it got to a point where like I didn't care, but there was a lot of like families with like little kids around us.
Yeah.
And I felt like by the 5th inning, it got to a point where like the moms started like looking back. Like there was this one lady where every time they'd say something, she would look back and just eye them.
Yep.
And then when he dropped his hot dog, one of the moms was like, that's what you get. Like you dropped your food.
That lady was really fucked up. Did you notice that?
Really?
There's like tears in front. She's like, you dropped all of your food.
Oh, I didn't notice that at all.
No, because she was sitting
sober.
she was sitting right in front of me, like 2 rows in front of me. Well, I saw her pound like a couple beers, and like she just kept talking to the lady behind her, and I could just tell in her eyes she was like, again the left fielder.
I did not notice that.
Yeah, she was gonzo.
And the beer there, I didn't have a beer, but you and Shim had a beer, which apparently tasted like
Wasn't
dog
good.
piss. But
It was not good.
we got Dippin' Dots, and Dippin' Dots are fire. And Kyle, like, I get Dippin' Dots, and then we're walking back, and Kyle goes like, yo, I can't really taste mine. We're like, and so like we got the same flavor, so I'm like, all right, maybe it's just like a bad batch
flavor
of like bad flavor. And I try it, I'm like, no, like I can taste it. So
Yeah.
I think the
I think
beer
it was
burned
the
your
beer-
taste buds.
Yeah.
It was that bad.
Yeah.
It was acid.
I don't know. It wasn't good, but I still drank it because
If you're gonna
beer.
spend $13 on a beer, you
it was
might as
also
well drink it.
$13. Like, why do sporting events have to have that such bad prices? Like movie theaters.
Money is just an object, Kyle. It is. Isn't it weird though that we give paper this like value?
Okay, wait.
Like-
Hold on.
Wait.
I have a way to transition off of this because this is something John said the other day. We were talking about somehow we were talking about money, and then John was saying he's like, I don't know who's on any of the bills. All I know is like George Washington's on the $1
Dude.
bill. I was like you definitely know who's on. And then he said Benjamin Franklin's on the $100 bill.
Okay.
which everyone knows. No, wait, hey, listen. And then he goes, yeah, that's all I know. I'm like, okay, well, Abraham Lincoln's on the 5. He's like, yeah, I don't even know what he looks like.
You don't know what bro. All you know is that Abraham Lincoln has a beard and a big hat and dark hair.
I know what he looks like. How do you not know what he looks like?
If you saw Abraham Lincoln's face and it was cropped into just his facial features,
Yep.
you would not know that was him.
Yes, I would.
You'd say, oh, that's some random
He's
guy.
on 2 currencies. He's on the penny and he's on the $5 bill.
Oh, yeah, because I'm going to analyze a little penny.
Everyone knows what fucking Abraham Lincoln looks like,
No.
dude. Oh my
Okay,
god.
people watching, I want everybody listening. If you're on YouTube, leave it in the comments. If not, like tweet it at me or follow us on Instagram. Let us know. Do you know who is on the $1, $5, 20, 50, and 100? Because Kyle made it seem like, dude, everybody knows whose faces are on the bills.
I wouldn't say like all of them. Like the 20 and the 50, I think like Grant's on the 50 and 20 is like Andrew Jackson and Thomas Jefferson's on the 2. But
See,
that was just a little flex there.
yeah, I'm like,
but like everybody knows that it's George Washington on the 1
Yes, I
and the
know
quarter,
that.
Abraham Lincoln on the 5 and the penny. Abraham Lincoln.
I
Listen.
knew he was on the 5. I'm not saying I knew he was on the 5. I'm just saying I don't know what his face looks like.
Okay, George Washington and Abraham Lincoln are probably the 2 most famous presidents, right?
Yeah, I get
Right.
Obama.
What? Obama?
Obama's definitely one of the most.
Okay, but
Bro.
I'm thinking like of all time, most like impactful, like
Okay.
first one and then like ended slavery.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
like they're
When you
like
put it that way.
when you think of like name 5 presidents, those are like definitely 2 of the 5 people named.
Yeah.
And everyone knows what both of them look like.
I have a general. That's what I'm saying. I have a general idea. Like if you showed me a lineup of 10 guys, I could probably pick which one is Abraham Lincoln.
So then what? So then how are you saying that you?
But listen, if each of those 10 guys had a dark beard and a hat, I don't think I could pick them out, and I don't think you could either.
Oh, I could.
I don't think.
Yes,
you
I could. Yes, I could.
All right. Well, but
I was just
real
disappointed
quick,
when I found that out that you didn't know. What he looked like.
Also, I knew that Ben Franklin is not. He's on the 100, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but like, how come every other person on the bills is a president, and then Ben Franklin is just they just
Grant
throw him on
wasn't.
the 100?
Ulysses Grant wasn't. He was like a general for the
Wait, what is he on?
Union 50, I think. I want to let's double check
I'm pretty
that.
sure he's a president.
No, he wasn't.
I remember the
You
president.
want to You want to make a bet on it?
I don't. I am not confident in my president.
Ulysses S. Grant was not a president.
Let's see.
Actually, he might have been a president.
I-
I'm getting less confident.
Because I have the. Oh, that was the first thing. Was
Oh, he
the
was.
18th U.S. president?
Wait. Is this all those? Is this the same guy that was also the like war guy from the Civil War.
Was an American soldier, politician, and international statesman who served
He's like the Union
during
guy,
the
right?
American Civil War. Grant led the Union Army as
Okay.
the commanding.
Well, that's
general.
what I knew him from. Yeah.
But he was a president.
Okay. Well, so then why is Benjamin Franklin on a bill?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's confusing.
What did he do? All I know is the kite with electricity. It's like, did he discover?
Was that
like,
him?
Yeah. He's the guy with the key and electricity. Like, what did he actually contribute?
I don't know.
He made like bifocals or some shit.
Kyle goes like the other day. Kyle's like, what did he? He's like, dude, did Albert Einstein even do anything?
No, okay, that was a joke. Okay,
Like Albert Einstein
but like,
is
can
one of the
anyone
most,
actually?
is one of the most not beneficial. What's the word? Influential people in all of
no,
physics.
I understand that. I'm just saying, like, I couldn't say exactly what he contributed. I know E equals MC squared. First of all, I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. either.
And what else can you say that he contributed that
Yeah.
you know of for a fact that he
That's like
contributed?
Isaac Newton. Like we were saying, the only thing we know is
Newton's laws. But like, that's a specific thing. I know what the laws are, like laws of physics.
yeah. But then
like,
Albert
what did
Einstein had
Einstein
laws of
do?
physics
I
too.
don't
I
know.
think.
I don't think he
I
did.
hope it. I know it's physics.
Are you sure?
Because
Math.
Albert
Well, that's
Einstein
physics.
was like the precursor to Stephen Hawking. Yo, you know what's crazy is when I think of Albert Einstein, I think of like
Long
back in the
time.
day, like long time ago. But he wasn't. He was just the generation before like Stephen Hawking.
Yeah,
Like,
because
he's
there's actually
not
pictures
even-
of him.
Yeah, which
We,
is
we
weird.
sound so stupid right now.
No,
There's
but, like,
people that are.
But I guarantee other people are the same way.
Yeah.
We're not alone. in
Yeah,
this.
if you think about it, like, what did Einstein do? I'm not trying to take anything away from him, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know specifically what he did,
Yeah.
other than E equals MC squared, which I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
all I'm
unless
saying.
you're a physics major or
Yeah.
like really into math, I don't think anybody really knows. So
There you go.
maybe everybody knows, and we're just the dumbass.
Yeah.
So
Do you know who Anne Frank is?
Anne Frank, that's the black lady.
Oh my god. Okay.
Anne Frank,
this-
that's the lady, the underground.
That's Harriet Tubman.
Oh, shit.
We just talked about Harriet Tubman today too,
I thought that was Anne Frank.
but like the name's so different. How did you?
I thought that like she was the influential black lady of like slavery.
No. Okay, so Anne Frank. Anne Frank. This happened before.
Are people gonna get mad at me? Was that bad to say that?
Well, no. So this is what I was gonna say. So like, I didn't know who Anne Frank was, and everyone was giving me shit. I was with a group of people. I was at Chris's house. And it was like Chris's family and like some of his brother and some friends were over, and somehow Anne Frank got brought up, and I was like, who's Anne Frank? And like me and one other person didn't know, and everyone was just like, you're so stupid. Like, how do you not know? Everyone should know who Anne Frank is. And I was like, I guess slavery
don't know.
too. I was
Yeah.
like, did she like help free slaves or like? I guess she was a Jewish person that like wrote during the Holocaust in like a journal. I think.
I never would have known that.
But apparently, like everyone learned about her in school.
See,
We definitely did. But
I was probably asleep. Or
not
like
something that I kept
giggling.
with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But she's not slavery.
there's Harriet Tubman was the follow the drinking cord. It was left foot,
Peg
right
foot, no, left foot, peg foot, traveling.
If
if
you
you
follow the drinking. That
Yeah.
was Harriet Tubman.
We sang that in school.
Rosa Parks was the bus.
Mm-hmm. Amelia Earhart.
Oh,
No one
first
knows what happened to
person
her.
fly. Wait, no one knows what happened to her?
No. That's like a big
She
conspiracy. Yeah.
No way.
She was the first woman to fly. She was not the first person to fly.
She was not. It was the Wright brothers.
Yeah.
I did a project on them.
I went to Kitty Hawk.
What's Kitty Hawk?
That's where they flew.
Oh.
It's in North Carolina. Been there, done that.
Okay, wait, but going back to what I was saying before you started to roast me about the presidents and the dollar bills isn't it just like the whole concept weird that we like place value on these pieces of paper? Like,
Yeah.
because like originally it was supposed to equate to like gold in the actual like mint or whatever, or like
yeah.
the amount of gold in the country, but like obviously that's not like that's not related anymore.
Isn't it?
Well, I think like that's what inflation was, when like they started
printed
printing too much money that they
Yeah.
didn't have value for in gold.
Mhm.
Which I don't know, why does that matter? I don't understand.
And how do they know? How do they know how much gold they have?
I don't know. Yeah,
Because
what
like,
if we
isn't
find
the
more
gold buried? Like, does that mean we can make more money? I don't know anything.
Neither
I've
do
learned
I.
nothing in school.
I never learned this either, but I just don't understand why the amount of dollar bills money is supposed to equate to the amount of gold we have. Because no one goes and like uses gold. Like you can't just go to the store and buy stuff in
Toss some
gold.
gold. I mean, Yeah, I guess whoever created the currency decided gold was the thing, and that's like what we go off of.
I understand that, but like,
So that's why we use gold.
I know, but
They used to use gold
why do the
coins.
dollar bills have to be equal to that? And why is it bad that now we have printed way more money?
Oh, I don't know. Why don't we just use gold?
Because that's so archaic. You have like credit.
Well, how is a
I
piece
guess-
of paper not archaic?
Well, that's two. That's true.
That's two.
That's two. All right. Well, anyways, real quick, you wanted to say something?
Yes. So this is random, but back to the Mariners game. Did you notice when that couple in front of us, the guy and his wife, the wife takes a picture, I think, of the field or something, and then there's a couple in front of them.
Yeah.
And then the guy pokes on the guy's shoulder and goes, Hey, my wife just took a really cute picture of you guys. Do you want it?
Yeah.
Like,
What's wrong with that?
that's so weird.
That's not
Like,
weird.
hey, I just took a picture of you. Do you want it?
That's not weird.
Why are you taking a picture of them?
It's not like you're okay. It's different. It's different. Listen, there's very different situations. If someone had a zoom lens and like a real camera and they were hiding out like on the other side of the stadium, zooms in and like takes a secret picture.
All right.
That's one thing. But they were just a nice old couple sitting behind and the guy had his arm around his girlfriend.
No, they weren't that old, though.
Okay, but they're like in their 50s, let's say.
Yeah.
And they just saw a young couple in their 20s or 30s. The guy had his arm around his girlfriend and they're watching the game. He's like, they might appreciate this. They could post this and say, wow, look at, like, we did something fun together.
I get that, but to me that is weird. I would never see a couple sitting there and be like, "Oh my, I'm going to take a picture of them."
I wouldn't either.
And then approach them and say, "I just took a picture of you guys.
But the
Do you
lady
want
was
it?"
appreciative. The lady wanted it.
Well, I don't know. She like, it's weird if you just say no.
Well, I think the way I saw it, it seemed like she actually was genuinely happy.
Well, the way I saw it was she was like, "Oh, yeah, let me plug my number into your phone."
Okay, well, agree to disagree. But if I was with like a girlfriend, which I don't have, which I really need, and if I was like with my girlfriend and someone did that, I wouldn't think it's weird. But that's just me. I would have been like, "Oh, cool, like thanks, dude, appreciate it." And then like,
I mean,
that's
like,
a picture
I would probably
that they never would have gotten, and maybe they really like
Yeah,
it.
but just the idea of like taking a picture of a random couple,
I get
is
it.
like weird to me.
I get it. But I think that's just the generational difference, you know? Like,
The old people are cool with taking pictures of
well,
randos.
like, when you put it that
Is that what
way.
you're
No, but like, old people are way more comfortable with like talking to strangers on the bus and like, you
Yeah.
know, stuff like that, where it's just like
True.
doing things with people you don't know. Whereas we like only interact with people in our like tight knit circle,
Yeah, I guess it's true.
which I don't like about our generation. I'd like to like talk to strangers more. Like, you know,
should
when
have talked
that
to
guy,
you should have talked to that homeless lady. That was the next thing I was going to talk
Oh
about.
God, no, I don't fuck with that. If there's someone that's on drugs, I don't.
How do you know she was on drugs, dude?
Dude, come on, this lady. So we were leaving the Mariner game, and there's always like in that area, Seattle at night, are just like there's always like some sketchy people.
There's always a lot of homeless people outside the Mariner
Yeah,
games, just
yeah.
like asking for money or whatever.
And this lady, what was she? She's like.
She
was like mumbling to herself. There was a big crowd, like everybody was leaving the stadium, and she's like, like talking to herself, right?
yeah.
Just making noises, and then she was like, "Don't." What did she say?
She just like escalated all of a sudden. She's like, "Yeah, don't fuck with me. I'll fuck you up," or whatever. And then
literally, like a millisecond later, we walk by. She's like, "Oh, hi there, sir."
she says hi, sir, to Jordan. So it was just like, "Yo, don't fuck with me." Hi, sir.
Yeah.
And then like walked past, and we were just like, "What the?"
It literally
hell?
was like, it felt like it was like one of those people that has multiple personalities, where like in an instant, it just switched from like, "Man, don't fuck with me." Oh, hello, sir.
Yeah, that was really weird.
Yeah, we
That
just
kinda
kept
made my
walking.
night, though.
It was pretty funny. Jordan got pretty scared.
Jordan almost got hit with a ball at the game too. Another thing, at the
Oh.
Mariner game, there were two people that brought food in like in Tupperwares.
Yeah,
I didn't know you could do that. This guy had like meal prepped,
and
and then the lady was eating some.
Well, yeah, because they do look through your bags, right?
Yeah,
I think
like
it's one of those things where like they don't really look through your bags very hard. They like open it up, look in, and then like that's it.
yeah.
You know? That's why the security always worries me, because someone could so easily bring in like guns to these games. And like
I wouldn't say easily, but
like,
yeah.
I feel like you could have a handgun and like
They're probably
like a
trained to look for
50-50
certain things.
chance.
But the people that are searching the bags like don't look like they really know what they're doing.
Yeah,
they just like
yeah.
give some like random person a stick and they're just like, okay.
If you caught a home run ball
Yes.
from someone in the Mariners,
Yeah.
and there's a little girl next to you that had a ball had a mitt, and she has been trying to catch a ball all game.
Yeah, I would
she's
give
like
it to her.
5th grade. You
Yeah.
give it to her.
I have plenty of baseballs from games.
All right, it's
I would give it to her.
a World Series game.
Fuck no, I'm keeping that shit. I'm definitely keeping that. Even if it's a walk-off, like I would get lost in the like, you know, just
the
like
hype.
in the mayhem of everything, and I would probably run off, or I would celebrate like, yeah, I'm that guy.
But then you look over and she's going like, "Daddy, I just wanted to catch a ball."
The dad would.
you
I look
go
at the
up?
dad and like we'd be on the same page. We'd be
Kyle
like,
goes like-
that's a World Series championship, dude. Oh no.
Asked for money. Be like,
no,
hey,
okay, also-
your girl could have this ball for $50.
That's also the same thing as like if a guy hits his first career home run, like he wants that ball back. Like I gotta get something for it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
you
gonna be
can't
the asshole
can't
that's
just
like
give
I'm
it
not
back.
gonna give it back. I'm gonna sell it for more money. I would just be like I just want to meet you. Like I'll shake your hand. Like whatever. Maybe sign a ball
Take
for
me
me.
out to a nice dinner.
Yeah,
Buy me
maybe
a bottle
like
of
maybe we
wine.
make out or something. I don't know. Everyone has a price.
I like that.
Yeah, no. I would probably give it to a kid. Well, home run ball is different. Like if it's a foul ball, I would definitely just give it to a kid. But yeah, if it's a home run ball,
Then you're contemplating.
I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
But if the opposing team hits a home run ball to me, I'm chucking that shit back
Yeah. Okay.
as far as possible.
Another thing, real quick, I wanted to talk about. Right now, it's March Madness, and you have some. So there's this coach for Kentucky named John Calipari,
Yeah.
and his son is now on the basketball team, and
It's like such a douche.
he kind of looks like a tool bag. Like he's trying a little too
He
hard,
does.
and I don't know if he's a good basketball player. Like, how good do you think he has to be on the team? If his dad's the coach, does he actually have to be good?
He's probably gonna be good. I mean, I would assume like if you're a coach's son, usually you're pretty good. Like he's probably like a good high school basketball player.
But you don't think like if he was like my skill level and his dad's the coach, you think his dad could get him on the team? Or there's a certain point where they're like, he's just too bad.
I mean, his dad's John Calipari. Like that's
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
he's like one of the most powerful coaches in the country.
Yeah.
He pays all his players. He buys all the players cards and shit like that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like maybe his son's literally just like dog shit, but because he's John Calipari, they're just like, I don't care. You can let him be a walk on.
Yeah, I mean that's probably what
Might
it is.
happen.
I don't know how bad he is, but God,
Yeah.
he looks like such a tool.
Yeah, I just feel like he's one of those white guys that tries really, really hard to be
Yeah.
black.
Just look up Brad Calipari.
Yeah, even if you know nothing about basketball, just look him up and you'll be like, oh, that
This
type
guy.
of guy.
he's a white guy that just it looks like he's just trying so hard.
He wore a
to be black.
turtleneck
He
and
had
a
like
chain.
turtleneck and a chain. He's got this fade. It's like, dude, just like stick
Yeah.
with what you should be around
I
here.
feel like he's the guy at practice that like will like when they scrimmage like 5-on-5, he'll
Tries
be
to
like
take
the
over.
worst one and tries to take over, and everyone's just like, dude, what the fuck?
and
are
no
you
one can yell at
doing?
him because like his dad's the coach.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's
So they have to pretend to like him for the couple years they're there.
probably. I mean, if you just like see him on the bench, no one talks to him.
Yeah. Anyways, our buddies and I did a March Madness bracket. I got second to last, I think. I did
Yeah.
not do too hot.
I was in the middle of the
Shim
pack.
won. Dude, Shim always does so good at these things. And
Yeah.
I do good the first like couple days. Like the first round, I'm like, all right, I could win this. And then everything falls apart.
Yeah, I'm so bad in March Madness. Like
Kyle's way too risky, dude.
I'm a big sports guy. Like I'm really great fantasy football player. I'll just say it right now. I'm a great fantasy football player.
okay.
I'll throw that out there. But man, March Madness, I am so bad. I just like try to prove that I know a lot about sports by picking these like upsets that just won't happen.
That like maybe in an ideal world, it's like Kyle picks these upsets that like, oh, statistically based on how they played the season,
it
what
could
I know
happen.
about them, blah blah blah.
Or
Like
I didn't want to pick.
you think about it almost too much. Like I
Yeah.
feel like you think too deep into it.
Like I don't want to pick. I'm not gonna have all 4 number 1 seeds in my final 4.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pick a number 1 seed to win it all most of the time, unless it's like the number 3 or 4 number 1 seed.
yeah,
Like I'm not gonna pick Duke, North Carolina, or Gonzaga.
yeah.
I was gonna pick. I picked Tennessee, and
You had Syracuse in your final
I
4.
put Syracuse in my final 4. They were like an 8 seed.
That's why, like, I feel like
I don't know. Not
with
smart.
March Madness, it's a lot more of just like a guessing game, kind of, or just like flipping a coin, you could get
Yeah.
almost just as good as anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas fantasy football, and other fantasy sports, you do well because that's where it actually matters, like how much you know about the sport. Because like you actually know these random players and like you actually keep up to date with it where everybody else just like gets bored or like doesn't check.
Yeah, I'm always just like searching the waiver wire looking for the hot pickup. Yeah.
Are you the guy that like will get up on Sunday morning and watch like fantasy football now?
I don't
These
really,
are the players to watch for.
I have a couple podcasts. I have one podcast I listen to. I don't really wake up. I don't really like the ESPN people, to be honest. I think they're not. I think they're kind of full of shit.
Wow.
But I'll wake up early if I have a guy that's like questionable for the game to like make sure he plays.
Oh my god.
Well, because like I'm not gonna just like have an injured guy in the lineup.
That's what everybody else does.
No one does that. No, that's just like our league. That's
that's
just
what I'm
our
saying.
friends, because our friends no
just
one
don't
cares.
care.
Yeah, if you're actually like into fantasy football and try, and you're actually we're paying for money, so obviously I'm gonna
but,
try.
Like, is the 45 or is the $50 you could get from winning worth waking up 45 minutes early every Sunday for like
Well, it's
10
not like I have to
weeks?
wake up 45 minutes early. I just have to wake up like 10 minutes early to make sure he's active or inactive, and then I can just take him out.
I know, but okay. That's
Plus,
that just seems like
I'm
too
gonna
much
get up
effort for
anyways
me.
to watch the game. So like,
Okay, well, suit yourself.
yeah,
Fine.
I'm
fine.
suiting myself.
When you have bags under your eyes because you're so tired from waking
I
up
do
early
have
for
bags,
fantasy
dude.
football.
I do have bags.
Bro, I have like permanent bags.
I don't even see them.
I see bags on you.
I know. I got bags. Oh, I got bags.
Got bags on bags.
Yeah, I got some dark circles in my eyes.
Yeah.
I think I got punched in the face at all times.
I have something that's very, very fun. Okay.
All right. What's fun?
There's a theory. I don't know if is a theory and a theorem different.
A theorem?
A theorem.
The hell is a theorem?
You've never heard, bro.
I know, like I've heard the word, but I don't know.
Okay.
I wouldn't know. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, I don't know what it is either.
There's like something
it's a
something theorem.
concept.
Like there's a that's a popular.
That's what I'm. There's one I'm gonna tell you. It's definitely not the one you're thinking
Okay,
of.
but what is the one that I'm thinking of? It's like math.
Theorem.
Something theorem.
Hypotenuse.
No, it's something like that. It's something like that.
It is. I know.
It's like the right. It's with right
something
triangles.
theorem.
It's
KASS, KSS. Remember how there's ASS, SAS, and like the different types of right triangles, and people would be like ass, hat.
Oh yeah. Fuck, dude.
I don't know.
The Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah.
I don't know where we thought it was H or S.
How did you think of that? I wouldn't have remembered that. Anyways, so there's this thing called the infinite monkey theorem. Okay. Okay. You. I know you well enough to know that sometimes if there's these philosophical things, you'll just shut them down right off the bat.
I won't shut it down.
I want you to.
My
think
mind is
about this.
open.
Okay. So it's called the infinite monkey theorem, and the whole concept of this theorem is to like try and fathom what infinity means and the concept of infinity.
Okay.
So the idea is this: if you have a monkey and you put him at a typewriter or at a computer, or anything where he's typing,
Okay.
and you leave him there for infinite amount of time, will he ever type the complete works of William Shakespeare? Everything William Shakespeare has ever written, word for word, punctuation for punctuation. Will a monkey be able to type that? Who knows? Not like no grammar.
If you leave him for infinity.
For forever, will he eventually type the complete works of William Shakespeare? And it's like a thought experiment.
Theoretically, yeah, right?
Yeah, that's kind of the. But then a bunch of people have these debates about like, well, no, like a monkey doesn't know anything about the English language or grammar. So like, how is he going to be able to formulate these sentences?
Yeah, I mean, it's so unlikely. Like, I mean, it wouldn't happen. Let's be real. It would
But
not.
no, but that's the infinity. Like,
Yeah,
if
so-
he is literally never ever leaving.
Yeah, I guess so. I
think-
guess it could happen. It just wouldn't happen though.
But it would.
But theoretically,
But
it
if
could.
it's-
It's like the same thing. If I just did that
forever.
forever and moved my hands, whatever,
Yeah.
I somehow could do it.
But to me, I don't even think it's a could. I think it is a certain. I think it would happen. Because if you do it forever, like
Because there's every
forever,
possibility of every punctuation.
Yeah,
or
like
whatever.
forever never ends.
Yeah, I guess so.
Isn't that cool though?
Yeah, it's
I
just
feel like you have like I feel like I'm way more excited than you are.
well,
Is this crazy?
that's just like something that it's not gonna happen. So it's like,
But like, when there comes a time where we can get people to live forever or monkeys to live forever.
So we're gonna put a monkey in the. That's
Just
so sad.
forever.
That's so messed up.
Like a 500,000-year-old monkey just typing.
He's still going. He's finally got a first two words right, and then he messed it up, and then,
then it restarts.
then it's gibberish forever for another 100,000 years.
He has like arthritis. His bones are falling apart.
Oh.
Isn't that cool? I don't know. I just love thought experiments like that where it's
Yeah.
like, what could happen if?
I mean, it's cool, but it's just one of those things that it's like it's just not gonna. It's never gonna
But,
happen.
like,
So it's like
if you need to, if you're ever trying to explain infinity to someone, it's almost impossible unless you talk about like a situation like that.
that is a like, crazy concept to wrap your head around. That
I also was
everything
thinking,
can go on forever, like numbers
Yeah.
and stuff, and
Yeah,
like
the
outer
fact that-
space. I don't know. We've
dude,
been here
but like,
before.
okay, I have this. What if like the whole universe, the whole world, like everything in this universe, because it's infinite. So what if, okay, I don't know how this theory would make sense, but if it's infinite, but if we're so small to where like we think it's infinite, but we're just one little molecule, one little atom
It's like Horton
in
Hears a
a
Who.
bigger
It's like
organism.
Horton Hears a Who.
What?
Horton Hears a Who. You haven't seen
No,
Horton Hears a Who?
Chill. I have seen it. I don't remember the
They're like
storyline.
so it's like the Whoville, the Who's. They're a speck on a little flower.
Okay, yeah.
That Horton has. He's elephant.
Yeah, okay. Jeez, you got very defensive. I remember.
Sorry.
But yeah, that concept. But then what if it just goes on forever? So then we're a little atom in this one huge
Could be.
organism.
Could be.
We're just so meaningless.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Life's crazy.
That's
dude.
why you just can't think too hard about things.
Yeah.
That's why I don't think about hard about anything.
Life is so much easier if you don't give a fuck. Like if you're just like,
Yeah, you gotta give some fucks.
I mean,
though.
you gotta give some
I got a
fucks. But like,
couple.
like here and there, you gotta give a fuck. But like, let's say you get stuck in traffic and you're like 10 minutes late. Usually I would get really mad, but sometimes if I'm in the right mindset, I can be
Yeah.
like, it doesn't matter because I'm just this little speck of
Or
dust
it's like
in the
if you
whole
ever get a
universe.
bad grade on a test, like obviously you should prepare for your test, but like if you get a bad grade,
Yeah.
it's like just try to move on.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, like, is that
gonna be
one
okay.
grade gonna change
Like,
the course of your life?
I've gotten
Probably.
some F's on some assignments and like it hasn't.
Look where we're at now.
Look where I am now. I'm not even in school. Suck it.
Hell yeah. No, but like I felt the same way, like because the college I went to, which was Azusa Pacific University in Southern California, it's a really easy school to get into relative to like a lot of schools. Yet I stressed myself out so much in high school about
know.
getting good grades, and I tried so hard, and I was like, I would freak out if I got a bad grade. And then I got to college, and there's kids that like had like a 2.2 and like got in fine, and I'm like, why the hell did I try so hard?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I put in all this time and effort, and it was literally useless.
Yeah, I mean, you probably prepare yourself well for college.
I mean, yeah, I was, but like, unless I was trying to go to like an Ivy League school, I feel like there's no point to stress yourself out that hard.
I didn't get too stressed out in high school. I feel like
By the time I got to junior, senior year, I got over it. I think it's so unhealthy how like if you're a type of kid who's really good at school and wants to do like IB diploma or take all AP classes or whatever, good for you, and like you should do it if you genuinely want to. But there was so many kids at our high school where like their life would be like in
I know.
shambles if they got like a B
yeah.
on like a test. I'm like, dude, like that's so unhealthy.
Yeah, I remember a kid in my sixth grade English class. Sixth grade. He was complaining about how his grade in the class was an A-, and that was his only A-.
Yeah.
And he was just pleading to my teacher, like, is there anything I can do to get this to an A? And she's like,
I'll do extra credit.
and she's
I'll-
like, I don't know.
no.
I'm not going to say his name. I'll say Jeff, listen here. You're in sixth grade. None of this matters at all.
yeah.
And that was a teacher, too. She's like, it does not matter.
Yeah.
You just have to pass your classes. It's middle school.
I wish I understood that concept in middle school, that it literally does not matter.
I tried so hard in middle school.
I know. Why?
I was student of the year in seventh grade.
Kyle literally won the student of the whole year.
First of all, I don't know what I did to earn that award, but I did kind of go hard. Like I had like a 4.0 in middle school.
Tried on the pacer.
I did try on
went
the
pretty
pacer.
hard.
I danced in the
Yeah.
assembly.
Hey,
Just a way different
you're just
person.
a
than-
likable kid.
I guess. I don't know.
But like, I don't know. Everybody told me that. I remember like my sister's high school friends would be like, "Oh yeah, like middle school doesn't even matter, dude." Blah blah.
Yeah.
Yet like
I still
I
tried.
took like honors. I'm like, there was literally no point. It's like everything just erases when you get to high school.
Yeah.
If you can make it to high school, you're fine.
And then just like graduate
And then
without
just
failing
graduate.
your classes.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on what you want to do. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
if you need to like if you're trying to get into a good college, like you should probably try to
Yeah.
get good grades.
and obviously, like, yes, getting good grades will like help. I just don't, in my opinion, I don't think. Like, let's say, so for example, University of Washington is like a really good school.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a pretty good school.
Apparently it's like the 4th ranked school in the country or something crazy like
Wow.
that. That's
Did
what I
not
saw
know that.
recently. Yeah,
So let's say,
didn't get in.
neither
I
did
got
I.
waitlisted.
But let's say like, okay, University of Washington is like pretty good, but let's say like it's not even on the same playing field as like Stanford or Yale. Let's say.
Well, apparently it might be though.
Okay, it might be, but let's
Alright.
okay, maybe it'd be better to use like Washington State for example, which is like it's
If
like,
you have a pulse, you can get in there.
if you have a pulse, you can get in there, but like it's not a bad school. It's like a middle of the pack. I'm sure there's plenty of worse universities.
Yeah,
Let's put it that
I don't
way.
even think there's a bad college really.
That's
you,
what I'm
You can
saying.
get a degree anywhere, and
like
as long as you get your degree, you're fine.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like if you go to an Ivy League school and you get a degree, I'm sure, yeah, you might do a little better than someone who got a degree at like Washington State, but like not much. I don't think it's like I don't think it's a like measurable amount. I think it's like you might get a little like couple $1,000s more a year maybe.
Yeah.
But like anybody who goes anywhere, if they put in an effort and try, you can make. I truly believe you can make a career for yourself.
I agree.
Like that's just us, but we
That's
both
just our
don't
little
go to
rant.
school.
That's just our little
Yeah.
rant about guys who we don't even go to school. So
Yeah, so
we're talking about college.
take it for what you will. Is that a thing?
Take it for what you will.
Take it how you will. Take it how you will.
Take it how you will.
Okay. Also, this is just another pet peeve. I'm just kind of going off right now.
Okay.
I just have to get this out there.
All right, throw it out.
You don't do it a lot, which I'm very glad.
Whoa, is this something that like I do?
No, you don't do it. I'm sometimes, rarely, but I'm just saying it's a pet peeve of other people.
Okay.
If I'm having a conversation with you, and like, if you're not engaged or you're like sidetracked or doing something, that's fine. Just don't act like you're in it. Just be like, hey, hold on, like I'm doing something.
Wait,
I
what?
just hate when I'm talking to somebody and they're like on their phone and they're like, oh yeah, oh cool.
Oh yeah, I kind of.
And they're like, you can just, maybe other people don't notice, but for me, it's so obvious to notice when it's just going in one ear and out the other.
Yeah.
And they're not listening to anything you're saying. It's to me, that's one of the most like rude things. I would much prefer if I'm talking to you and you're distracted, say, hold on, just like give me 2 minutes while I do this. Then you do it, put your phone down.
Well, hang on a second. While I was eating in there, when I got home,
I was so engaged.
listen,
I was so engaged.
I asked you a question. You were on your phone. You were texting your friend. It was silent. I asked a question, silent for like 5 to 10 seconds before you're like, hang on.
That's what I'm saying. That's better than me pretending like I'm listening to you. I literally but that's what I'm literally I did what I prefer.
All right.
If I'm talking to
But
you,
you'd rather just have silence?
I'd much rather you not say anything and say like, sorry, I wasn't listening. What did you say? Than someone be like, oh, oh, cool, yeah. And like I know they're not listening.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I see what you're saying now.
So like, yeah, what I did probably is still rude, but I'd say I'd rather have someone do that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
And like that's why I like the podcast, because like we're like there's never where you're talking to me and I'm like,
Right.
that's it. Yeah, that type of stuff. And that's what, like, I know that our generation is always on our phones, and that's just part of it. That's just natural. Like, it's just how the world is now.
Yeah.
But I also I hate that, like, if friends come over and we're all watching a movie, everyone, myself included, but, like, everybody's, like, watching a movie and on their phone at the same time.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, dude, it's like we're not even, like, here together.
I kept my phone down the whole time when we were watching Big Lebowski.
I know. I was proud.
Yeah, I saw you on your phone.
I was, yeah.
But you'd also seen the movie.
But I have been experiencing, I never noticed what you were talking about, how like if you plug your phone in and it's over on the counter.
Oh, you think you hear it?
Well, not hear it, but
Oh,
it's just
you
like
get stressed out.
You feel like you just want it on you, even though no one's texting you. Like you're not doing anything.
Like, it feels weird that it's not with you.
Yeah.
Like, well, like what if someone did want to talk to me? Like,
Yeah. Then they'd have to wait until I check my phone.
yeah, I know.
It's bad.
That
I
is
have a serious
that is
addiction.
sad. That is sad.
All right. Well, for the last little bit of this podcast, we asked on Instagram to our fans what they wanted us to talk about on the podcast. And obviously, we don't have that many fans yet.
But some people replied.
We got like,
More than I thought.
I'd say we have like 10 questions or so, which is pretty cool. So if you guys don't follow us on Instagram, go follow us at PIMS Podcast. And we're trying to be more interactive and do fun stuff like that. So you guys can be featured on the podcast.
We'll do this more often.
Yeah.
For sure.
So we're just going to go through some of them. Some of them are pretty quick little questions, and then some we can delve into a little bit.
All right.
Have you ever been close to drowning? From Jordan Shim.
Yeah, actually, one time I was in a pool, and I you know those like donut floaties where it's like a hole in the middle? It's like a tube.
Yeah.
So like I was on it or something, and my head was underwater, and my legs were still out of it. And so then I was trying to like kind of swim out, but my legs were stuck, and my head I couldn't get up because it was hitting the other side of it. And I was panicking. There was like 5 seconds. It felt like 15 seconds.
Yeah,
it was probably
it
like
feels
2 seconds of me panicking.
And when you panic, you like it feels way longer, and you start to breathe harder.
It was really scary, and I was underwater for.
So you mean like
it
was one of the donuts where like it's not like the inner tube where there's the net underneath.
No, it was like a hole,
and it didn't flip enough to where your legs could get through. So your legs were kind of pinned.
Picture like I had dove into the hole, and then my legs were still out on top of. Yeah, like I was like halfway in, maybe like my waist was down. And then I couldn't get my head back up through the hole.
And you couldn't get your legs to go down out
Yeah. Like
dude.
I couldn't commit myself to go more underwater because I was scared.
Yeah, I've had the same thing.
I was pretty little, but that was pretty scary.
How'd you get out? Did eventually you just
I just
swiveled
eventually
your way out?
I committed my way out of there. Yeah.
See, I had something like that. That's kind of what I was going to say, a similar situation. But it was with, I don't know if it was with one of those things or like an inner tube or something. The ones where you can like, you know how you can flip them upside down and like, there's the air pockets where you can swim under and put your head up. I don't remember. It was something like that where I was trying to swim under but didn't want to open my eyes. And then I got to a point where like, I don't know, like somehow I was just pinned under and got really scared. But you
like didn't know where you were.
Yeah, I just didn't know where I was. And a lot of those times, like if you just calm down and are like, all right.
And like feel your way out.
Or
like
feel,
or just lift
or
the
let's
tube
just
up.
swim up. And if I run into something, then move to the side.
Yeah.
But that's scary. Like I grew up on a lake. So we would go swimming all the time. But I still don't feel that confident as a swimmer, like compared to a lot of people, I feel like.
Did you take swim lessons?
Not really, because since we grew up on the lake, it was kind of just like my mom would kind of teach you, but like
my mom
really.
made me take swim lessons for like 10 years maybe.
Those seem like terrible.
Maybe not 10 years, it's like 7 years. Yeah, it sucked. I hated it.
I would hate that.
I failed a couple levels too, and she like wanted us to get past Y5, and there was like P1 through 3, and then like Y1 through 5.
Oh,
so there's like so many levels.
A lot of levels.
Yeah, there's a lot of levels.
I hated any time my mom would send me to any sort of like camp or like training or thing against my will. Mm-hmm. Like, Mom, I don't want to go to the summer camp. She's like, I don't care. Like, we have to go to work. You're going to this camp.
She just wanted to get rid of you.
Yeah, and a lot of kids love stuff like that, but I think you and I were similar in the sense that like I did not want to engage with kids that I didn't know. Yeah. So I would go to these camps and just be miserable. Like
or like other like adults kind of. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I still don't like it.
Not good at making
still
friends.
Don't like it.
At Stone_Nash. I don't know if his name is Nash Stone
or Stone
or
Nash.
if his name is Stone. That'd be pretty dope. He says, are different kinds of water actually superior in taste, like Dasani, Aquafina, Deer Park? Don't know what Deer Park is.
I don't know what Deer Park is either.
But
okay.
Are different brands of water genuinely taste different? Do they taste different?
I think they taste different. Like Dasani and Aquafina both make you thirstier. Is that just me, or is that
that's not
else?
Me? So
if you drink Dasani, you just want to drink
water.
More. But like they put like shit.
So you're telling me if you drink Dasani and that's all you have, you're just gonna continually drink 20 bottles of water?
I'm not saying like it's like literally salt water. Like you need more water, but like it makes me want to drink more water, and it's actually designed for that. I'm not kidding.
They probably have chemicals in it that like.
Yeah, they put shit in there that makes you like more thirsty. So, but I think it tastes well. I might say.
Have you tried like
Aquafina.
Fancy like Fiji water where it's like $7
like
for a little?
Yeah, no, I haven't either.
I haven't
buy Voss. Like, what are you doing?
It's like you either
I like tap water.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I've never noticed much of a difference. I honestly don't even know if I can taste a difference, let alone one being better than the other. I feel like to me, like I'll drink tap water just as much as I'll drink like any fancy bottled
We should
water.
try that. Like pour them into like glasses and see if we can figure out what it is.
That'd be a good like.
I think I could tell. I don't know about if I could tell Aquafina and Dasani apart, but I think I could tell those apart from other ones because I think that they taste more like saltier.
Yeah. I'm curious. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't had enough different types to really critique it, but I'm fine with tap water.
Yeah. Oh, what do you feel about bubbly water?
Not a fan.
Trash. Hate it.
Anyone who likes that LaCroix.
Oh, well, even that. LaCroix.
Dude,
like, it has, that at least has some flavor, but like straight up just
it doesn't
still,
have flavor,
like,
though.
straight up bubbly water is
Trash.
so gross.
Okay, but even LaCroix, I've tried
It's
it.
not called LaCroix.
LaCroix.
It's LaCroix. Oh, that's how
LaCroix.
people say it.
LaCroix.
I always said LaCroix. Or like
I don't
bubbly or
know.
whatever.
That's-
Anyways.
I think I've tried the ones that are supposed to have flavor and they don't taste like anything to me. Bro, ginger ale? Trash.
Also, John had this alcoholic still water that was not good.
That's not bad.
No, that was not good.
Yeah, I have this thing
It
like
tasted like
it's,
watered down vodka.
it's that's the idea. It's for people who don't like beer. I'd much rather drink that than beer. Bro, beer is trash.
Beer's not, I mean, it's not great, but like I'd rather have beer than that.
It's dude, that tastes like water.
No, it
it's just
doesn't.
water,
No,
but
it
you can
doesn't.
get drunk from it.
Nope. All right, let's move on.
Try
we're just
Pura.
gonna yell.
If you guys want alcoholic water, it's called Pura Still. It's pretty cool.
Don't try it.
All right, my buddy Elin. Shout out to Elin.
Shout out to Elin.
He asked about March Madness /sports /anecdotes from playing sports. What does that mean?
Anecdote?
Does that mean like your
If you ain't
personal
first, you're
experience?
last. Oh,
No, I think it means like thoughts on sports since you played sports. Your opinion. I don't know what anecdote means.
Well, I mean, I can give my thoughts on sports.
Well,
I love them. I'm a huge sports guy now.
but I mean, what are your thoughts on March Madness? Or
I love March Madness. It's
best
like
time of the year.
It is the best time of the year. One of the best times of the year.
The 2 days when the round of 64 is my two favorite days of the year, probably. There's just so much ball.
Either that or when college football, they have the college football playoffs in the middle of the like NFL playoffs around that time of year, like January, late December. That's a good time
that's
too.
a good time. And there's Christmas that just happened.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, my brackets are always trash. Already talked about that.
least favorite sport. Go.
Like to play or to watch or
Just
I mean like of the
As a
major sports because
whole.
I'd say like cricket. I've never played cricket.
no, but like other major sports.
Dude, I hate watching soccer. I'm sorry. I don't like it. It's not fun.
I'd rather watch soccer than golf. I hate to say
Well,
it.
does that count? Does golf count as like one of
Golf
the
is
major
just-
sports? Okay, I'd rather
that
watch.
is one of the
I'd
major
rather watch soccer than golf too. People who
But
like
you
get pumped about the
you like,
Masters, I don't get.
I mean, if you're really into golf, like if you play collegiate golf, I
mean-
get it. But other than that, I don't.
I don't get it.
Bro, bowling? So fun to watch.
Oh, dude, yeah, the guy.
Bowling?
Who do you think you are? I am. That guy's a legend.
Yeah.
The fact that guy, like, look how unathletic that guy is and how old he is.
Yeah.
He is like the peak of bowling.
Yeah, he's a beast.
I should have gone into
Cornhole?
bowling.
Pro cornhole?
Dude, I saw axe throwing on ESPN.
What?
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
It was really boring actually. They stand like 5 feet from the target and they just hit a bullseye every time. And then one guy like didn't make it.
And it's
so
like,
then,
oh my God.
So then, he missed it. So then the other guy won. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's how bowling is too, though. They get
yeah,
all
you
they
strike
get is
like
strike.
every time.
All right, Stevenson_Snake. Once again, I don't know if his first name probably isn't Stevenson.
Maybe like snakes. Or maybe
So
he thinks Stevenson is a snake.
Maybe his name is.
You know who's a snake? Kevin Durant.
Yes.
He's a bitch.
Your favorite memory of each other and how did you guys first meet?
Well, we met in kindergarten.
I don't remember meeting you at all.
I don't
Like,
remember.
Do you actually remember?
No, I don't remember the
meeting-
first time we actually met, but we met in kindergarten. Shout out Miss Sherwood.
Hey.
It was the PM class.
I don't remember that either.
Sherwood PM.
Literally, the first memory I have of you is the first time I went to your house, which was that might not even have been in kindergarten. That might have been in first grade.
And then probably was. I don't know. What I remember is going over to your house for the first time. I remember John had this like heart problem, so I walked in and he was getting like he had these suction cups on his chest and like he had his shirt off, and I was like, am I gonna like hurt this guy if I try to play with him?
Yeah, that was probably not the best first impression. Yeah, I remember I had like these suction cups, and then do you remember I wore like under my shirt, I wore like how you would wear a wife beater, but instead of a wife beater, it was like this netted shirt, like it looked like a net,
Like a fishnet.
yeah, like a fish net, but it was a
No, I don't remember that.
oh well,
That's funny. But my grandma, like when on one of the first days of school, she was there or something, or she was picking me up, and then she told my mom told me this recently that she saw us playing with that marble thing, and she goes, "There's a little blonde boy that Kyle gets along really well with." And that was you.
Yeah, I was born redhead, and then I went bleach blonde.
heck?
Like in preschool, I was like bleach blonde, and then it went brown.
I was pretty blonde when I was a kid, but
Yeah, why does that? That's so
My hair's, like,
weird.
brown
How
now.
like girls, there's like adults that are girls that are blonde. There's hardly any adults
well,
that are
they
guys
all
that
get
are
a
like
lot of them get
pure blonde.
highlights.
Well, yeah, but I don't know.
my
I
sister
guess
gets
I've
highlights.
just hardly ever seen like a guy adult that's a true blonde.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
like
true.
it feels like it always kind of morphs into like brownish.
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
I don't know why this sticks out in my brain because like it's not that it was like that crazy, but I just remember the time when I'm like, wow, Kyle's actually like this guy's cool.
What?
Like this guy's actually a cool guy is when we would play Wii Sports at your house. And he was
Oh.
like, guys, I can get a strike from my staircase.
Yeah, I walked
Which
out of
is
the
like
room, down
not-
the hall.
He literally was like his staircase isn't even near the room. And he
Yeah.
just goes, all right, I'm going to do it. 3, 2, 1. And like,
And I would curve it
and he
too.
would curve it like,
Oh.
and he got a strike. And I was
Yeah,
like, dude.
that was
And
my
then he got a
shit.
turkey.
Yeah, you know how
You
I'd
were
be.
really good at Wii
I was
bowling.
good at Wii bowling. God, memory of John. I don't know. I feel like it all just kind of blends together. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. We spent so much time together that it's just like I don't really have any like specific. I mean, like obviously I have specific memories, but like when we ran from the cops that one time.
That was good.
For
But that was when
for
we were
playing
like
Pokemon Go. But that was like high
older.
school. John slipped and fell on a driveway near my house and cut his chin open.
Yeah.
That was nice.
I remember when Kyle first got a flip phone. He got a phone before like a lot of my friends got a phone.
Oh yeah.
And we were like doing trick shit. We were really into Dude Perfect. Like,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
actually wanted to be like Dude Perfect for a while.
Yeah.
And we did trick shots. And Kyle was recording, and I like was trying to do this trick shot, but I like dribbled it off my foot and then like airballed it.
And I had like such a high pitched voice too. I was
Yeah,
like, this is John Farrar, folks. He's gonna do a trick shot. Oh, he dribbled a ball off his foot.
yeah. I remember that pretty well.
I also remember there's a video of us. I was riding down the hill on a ripstick, and I was trying to do an underhand shot, and like we did it like 10 times, and then the one time I made it, whoever was filming,
It was
like,
me.
It was
me.
you. You like brought it down.
Yeah, because I thought he missed
Like
it.
it bounced off the rim and then went in, and then Junk went oh, and like missed it.
And so the one time he made it, I didn't even film it.
Good times. Yeah, I'll come back with some better memories. I just can't think of anything off the top of my head.
All right. Our buddy Matt Mogg asks movie reviews. I'd love to see what you guys think of the movie Us. Well, we already talked about
We
that
saw it and we talked about it. It
in the podcast,
may or may not be out. We had one with Willig.
which I don't know if it's out yet. It probably not actually. So
Yeah.
we'll talk about that in a future.
So like
podcast.
when we have a third person on, we try to space because like we have a couple that we have recorded with
with
a
3
third
people.
person, but we try to space them out so it's not like
So you guys get just some of us every
a
once.
little bit of us action, a little bit of John
Yeah.
Kyle, a little bit of Gile, a little bit of Con.
But he said movie reviews. I mean, movie reviews would take a while, but I guess we could list some of our favorite movies. Do you have like a
See,
top 5?
That's hard because there's different genres that I like. I think The Sandlot is one of my favorite movies. Also Step Brothers, like just about any Will Ferrell movie I like. Anchorman.
You like war movies, right? Didn't you say
I
a
do.
war
Yeah,
movie
I
one
like.
of your- Saving Private Ryan, or was it a different one that you really like?
Shit. Unbroken's a really good movie.
Oh yeah.
I really like Inglourious Bastards. That's a good one.
That's
too.
a good
I love
one.
that movie.
That's really good.
I really like.
I'd say
John's more of a
see-
film guy than me, so he's
Yeah.
got some like.
I
less
like a
known
lot
ones.
of movies that, unless you're into movies, you probably haven't heard of them. My favorite one of all time is Good Will Hunting. And that's, I mean, a lot of people have seen that. It's a classic. My second favorite is Memento, which is Christopher Nolan, who does like Batman. He did Inception.
That's
He
a good movie
did
too.
like Interstellar.
Oh, that's also
So
a good
like
movie.
Christopher Nolan is like, in my opinion, one of the best directors ever. But I like this movie called Memento because it's like, I like movies that you really have to think, and if you like don't pay attention for 10 minutes, the movie won't make sense. So that is really good.
Question.
Yes.
What does a director do?
A director is like, well, sometimes they write the script,
But isn't that
but
the author?
oftentimes
or
that's the writer.
Writer, I mean.
Yeah, so the director will take the script and then he's kind of in charge of who he wants to act, and then he'll choose which actors he wants.
And it's like his vision, probably.
Yeah, it's like his
Oh, okay.
vision. So he'll take the script that the writer wrote, and then he'll read it and figure out how he wants to tell the story, and like he'll literally just direct people. So he'll be like, quite literally, I think it's, you know how in movies there'll be like the camera guys, then you see like a guy sitting in a
director's
chair
just
who's like, yeah, I mean,
Do that again.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think it's like always like that, but that's the idea. Is they'll watch it, and if it's not how they want it, then they'll give advice and tell them what to do. And
Why do I always have the shittiest chairs for directors? It's like those fold-out chairs with like a little piece of fabric that you sit
Yeah.
on and like those wooden arms.
I don't know why that is.
I would want a super nice chair. Like if
Yeah.
I'm a director, I'd want like a lazy
I think
boy.
it's because like it's light and they're like on the move and it's like run and gun and they're like
Well, I just have a
they,
couple
like,
people
they
be like,
can't have like a recliner.
take
from
my lazy boy. Let's come on.
Yeah.
Like I make the interns carry my lazy boy around.
Yeah. So you can actually, when Anthony comes and visits, you can ask him more about what a director does. Because
Is he a director? Oh, he's
he
like
wants
movie
to be
guy.
a director.
Okay,
That's his
I will ask
goal,
him.
and like he knows everything. My third favorite is this movie called Break, which a lot of people hate.
I've seen that. I like
Kyle's watched it. He liked it. Most people don't. And then fourth is Whiplash,
it.
which
Never seen that.
Kyle's never seen. If you're a movie person, you might have seen it. It's really good. And my fifth is Inception, which is also Christopher Nolan, which is, have you seen Inception at one point?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Um,
It's a good movie.
It's pretty cool. So yeah.
Also bonus ones. Love Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with
Love
that.
Austin Powers. I like a lot of just dumb comedies, but I also really like Pursuit of Happiness. If you want a good
Ooh.
cry,
That's like my eighth favorite. That's on the list somewhere.
Yeah,
I cried during that.
I cried too.
Our buddy Shim sent in a bunch, so we got a couple more. So Shim said, "Talk about gays and straights." Fuck. don't know what he wants us to talk about.
Well, we kind of talked about gay earlier.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
kinda
all for
touched-
gays.
Yeah,
I'm pro gay,
I'm pro. Yeah,
pro gay and pro straight.
Yeah, if you want to, if you're gay, that's fine. If you're straight, cool.
Cool.
Whatever makes you happy. That's my philosophy.
Don't
Unless it's like killing people. don't do that.
do that. Good advice. You heard it here first. Don't
do
kill
not
people.
kill people. Kyle Stafford, 2019.
Talk about Mariners and their suckage. Mariners don't suck anymore. Apparently,
No, they do, dude.
they're gonna be good, Kyle.
I know them too well. This happens every year. They start off well every year. Or if they start off bad, they'll get hot and then it'll be a letdown.
Yeah.
So it's all leading up to just me being sad in like September.
But there still is a chance that they only have one loss the entire season.
There is a chance.
Theoretically.
But that will never happen. That's one of those infinity things that just will never happen.
Like if the Mariners, every season the MLB ever exists, will they ever go 162-0?
If they're playing a little league team, maybe, but like
yeah.
not against other grown men
Um.
or women if they make the MLB. Not opposed to that either.
Yeah. Well, anyways, that's all we have for this episode of Peak to Middle School. Hopefully you all enjoyed. I sure did. Did you?
I had a great time.
And
I was gonna say good. I was gonna say great.
great.
I had a great time.
And since you had such a great time, what are you gonna do on Apple Podcasts?
Well, if I could do this because I can't really do it because it's our show,
Then you would do what?
I would leave a review and I would put 5 stars on the Apple Podcast app.
And how
so
long
simple.
do you think it would take you?
Oh, not long. Maybe 30 seconds.
Wow.
So I would go to the Apple Podcast. I would scroll down a little bit to like the rating and reviews, click on 5 stars, and then I would leave a review. And I would type, man, these guys are so funny. Oh, I love them. Oh, they're sexy. Ooh.
Yeah.
And then I would write your name in.
Yeah.
Kyle.
Yeah. And then you send it.
Then you just yeah.
Cool.
It's great.
That's what I would do too. So
Yeah.
maybe you guys could try it. You might like it.
Yeah, you could try it, see how it goes for you.
Yeah.
As long as you try it.
Anyways, be sure to subscribe if you're on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube and you're on one of the streaming services, you can check it out if you want a video version. It's always fun. You can see us. New episodes of the podcast every Monday and Thursday. There's new videos on my personal channel every Wednesday. And where can they follow you?
Twitter, KStaff36, Instagram, Kyle Stafford36. Yeah,
Yup.
follow the podcast and everything at PIMS Podcast.
Yep, we post a lot of clips on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter, everything like that.
Answer our questions. If we throw anything up on the Instagram story, feel free to send a response, and we love talking to you guys.
Yeah, for sure. You can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Twitter and Instagram, and we'll see you guys next time. Deuces.
Goodbye.